In my quest to make beans sexy again, I made pancakes out of mung beans. They're high in protein, they're high in fiber, they have no added oils, and they're absolutely delicious. What a great way to make your 2025 healthy again. Okay, so I have been absolutely obsessed with mung bean egg ever since Just Egg came out. And you know, everyone's on Instagram and YouTube making their version of Just Egg with mung beans. And me too, I've been working away at it myself. It's so easy. There's different ways of doing it. Now, making an omelet's a lot easier than scrambling it, getting it the right texture, but I'm super, super close. I'll do an episode on that as well too. But to get these mung bean eggs started, for our pancakes, we're gonna take a cup of mung beans. I have not been soaking them. A lot of people soak them, but they're so soft, I found that they puree perfectly well in about 3 times the amount of water. So I've got 3 cups of water, a cup of mung beans. You can go ahead and soak them. You can go ahead and rinse them if that makes you feel better. I've just been treating it just like that. So I'm going to now puree them. Okay, it's as easy as that. So we're not going to strain this or anything. I'm just going to pour about a cup of this mixture into my bowl. And this will substitute for the milk. It also substitutes as a binder because of the starch, which will help it be cohesive. Now I'm going to add some yogurt. This is just some soy yogurt that I made. Maybe it's about a half a cup. You could add a little bit of non-dairy milk instead. But the yogurt actually helps lighten it because it reacts with the baking powder. And I'm gonna just sweeten that a little bit. You can skip the sweetener if you like, but I've got some maple syrup. So I'm gonna add a tablespoon or so, whip that up. Okay, I'm gonna add some cinnamon for flavor. And now all I have to do is add a little bit of flour, and I have this wonderful flour from Honore Farm and Mill, whole wheat flour, so I'm keeping it as healthy as possible. You can use all-purpose flour, you can just use a whole wheat pastry flour that you buy at the store, but I am fortunate to be able to get some flour from this nonprofit that grows heritage heirloom wheats in this area, bringing back varieties that, you know, because of monoculture, we don't grow anymore. So I find it super exciting. And I'm going to add about 3/4 of a cup, I believe, something like that. And about a teaspoon of baking powder. Give that a little stir. I could be a very, very, very good cook and sift this, or I can be a lazy cook and not sift it, and I'm going to be lazy today. Okay, and now I'm going to whisk that in there. And you can already see the reaction. The yogurt and the baking powder are already reacting, giving it a little bit of that poof. It's already rising. And now we're ready to cook. I just realized I have some blueberries. So get those antioxidants in there. Okay, let's get the griddle hot and ready to cook these babies. All right, get your griddle nice and hot before you add oil. I don't have vegan butter today. I haven't made any, so I'm just going to use some avocado oil. And you just have to add oil once. You can actually even just take a paper towel and just wipe all of this up. You just want a thin coating on there for your first pancake. After that, you don't need any. Okay, it's been a couple of minutes. I hope it's nice and hot, and I'm going to start putting my pancakes in there. No, I'm not getting that sizzle. I'm going to wait another minute. Okay, that's the sound I want. And the most important rule in pancake making is patience. You don't want to flip them over until they're ready. You want to make sure that there are plenty of air bubbles right on top, which means that they've fully cooked underneath, and then you can flip it over. So be patient, walk away, pour yourself another cup of coffee, pet the dog, do something for a few minutes until the pancakes are ready to flip. Koan! Talking about petting the dog. Koan, come here. Here he comes. Come. Let's see if you like broccoli. No broccoli? You don't like broccoli. Aw. I used to have a dog that loved broccoli, but not this guy. He doesn't like his veggies. I know, you heard snack, but the only snack I have is broccoli. Yeah, sorry. So, they're looking better, but they need another minute. I want to see uniform bubbles across the entire top, not just along the edge. All right, I'm going to flip this one too. And this one, there's bubbles on top now. And maybe finally this one. Oftentimes people say, oh, the first couple of pancakes never turn out, but that's because you're rushing. So slow down, get that pan hot, give the pancakes time to cook, and you'll have a perfect pancake even from the very first one. All right, let's get these up. Oh, and the blueberries, look at that. They're bursting, spilling their juices. They look delicious. All right, I don't have any vegan butter, so I'm just gonna pour some lovely maple syrup on it, and I'm gonna give my pancakes a try. And they are pancakes that you can feel good about eating. Oh, wow. They're moist, they're light, they're fluffy. They're delicious. They just taste like pancakes. You wouldn't know that you're eating beans. Oh, I got that pop of blueberry, but you don't even need that. Just a little bit of cinnamon. You could put chocolate chips in it. That is good. And it's so simple, just mung beans. A little plant-based yogurt. I made it homemade. Some whole wheat flour. You could use gluten-free flour as well, or oat flour. Some baking powder. It's so simple. It comes together in a few minutes, and it's a good way to kick off your day, get the energy that you need to go and do great things. So let's make your kitchen great again with beans. Buon appetito.